We've seen amazing examples of female filmmakers who are trailblazing and doing this and becoming an example for other female filmmakers.
Sustainability is not about just being vegan or being wearing natural clothes. It's also about equity.
Hello, welcome to Qatar 365 with me, Adil Halim. On this episode, we continue to shine a light on women who are making waves in the creative world, whether it's visual arts, cinematography, or fashion. But first, we're here at the Doha Fire Station, where Laila Humaira met two artists with a unique take on art and design.
What looks like fallen, wilted bougainvillea petals is Nada El-Kharashi's newest subject of art exploration. Instead of letting piles and piles be blown away, she collected them and brought them back to her studio at the Doha Fire Station.
And it's so vibrant and it's not dead, you know, like it does not look dead to me. Let me take it and see what I can do with it. And I think that's how it started. How can I use this material to create something else?
Inventing new things. That's the motto that led Nada to take the wilting pink petals and blend them in water to make paper.
I'm creating something, but I don't know how it will end. I'm saying it could be light fixtures, like I see how the light penetrates through could create a functional design piece. I see my goal in Fire Station ending with like a new invented piece that I created throughout the program.
In 2022, Nada showcased her talent for innovative design in Milan, where she won third place in an exhibition organized by the renowned designer Rosanna Orlandi. The Qatar-based Egyptian designer was also named one of Forbes' Middle East 30 Under 30 last year, an accolade she didn't expect at all.
I was very delighted to be together with, among other people who merge not just design but merge other disciplines together, and from there I gained that really the word merging is the key. Once you start merging things together, you produce, and whatever you're producing is very needed.
Nada is among a number of female artists enrolled in the Artist in Residence program here at the Doha Fire Station. For 9 months, the studio's become almost like a second home, a safe space for the artists to explore and nurture their craft. Whether it's printmaking, woodwork, or painting, the diversity in disciplines fuels a culture of creative expression. Down the hall, we meet Lolwa Al-Maghesib, a seasoned Qatari artist who has represented the country in exhibitions around the world. It took around 15 years for Lolwa to find the signature strokes of the brush she has today.
بدأت بالفن التشكيلي الواقعي وأعمال فنية واقعية تعبر عن التراث القطري والمفهوم القطري. حاولت أن أنا أدخل في موضوعي الفني التعبيري الخاص، فلجأت للمدرسة التعبيرية التجريدية. هي مدرسة تعبر عن دواخل الفنان وعمق الفنان وثقافة الفنان الفنية.
After capping off a residency in Paris, Lolwa also showcased her artwork in Copenhagen and most recently held her first solo exhibition in Qatar.
في موضوع معرض الشخص الأول اللي هو المدينة، وهو يتكلم عن الثقافة القطرية وشلون احنا نحافظ على الهوية القطرية. اللي يلهمني أكثر في مواضيعي الفنية العناصر التراثية، الأحداث اليومية اللي تصير في المجتمع القطري، الفضاء القطري الثقافي بوجه عام.
Lolwa hopes that with the creative community she's found at the Doha Fire Station, it will inspire her to continue her craft and for more women to pursue the art of expression.
طبعاً على تخصصاتنا المختلفة وتجاربنا المختلفة، لكن في قاسم مشترك هو الفن يجمعنا. طبعاً فخورة جداً بأي امرأة قطرية تعبر عن نفسها وتحاول أنها تدخل في مجال ثقافي. الباب مفتوح للجميع.
The Doha Film Institute is the home of the Ajial Film Festival. Filmmakers and film lovers alike converge to watch these 66 films on offer. Female filmmakers made more than 1/3 of the movies shown during the popular festival's 12th edition. I caught up with the Institute's CEO, Fatma Al-Ramahi, to find out why she believes Ajial is a crucial platform to inspire conversations and bridge cultural divides. Fatma, tell us about Ajial and why it's so important to the Doha Film Institute.
Ajal is an Arabic word that means generations. And from the beginning of Doha Film Institute, when we started working and paving the way for a film industry in Qatar and the region, we realized that we're working with a very young audience. And we're hoping that this audience will help build this industry in the future.
A big part of Ajyal is the Made in Qatar showcase, featuring the works of Qatari and Qatar-based filmmakers. How have you seen the country's film industry grow over the years?
Made in Qatar is a great platform and also an incentive for filmmakers to make films every year because they want to be part of the celebration with the community, with their own family and friends coming and watching their films. So it's a great incentive from them. And from there, these films travel the world after, so they get also to experience different festivals and they meet a lot of the industry. So for us at the Institute, it's a great measure to see how the production and industry is evolving every year in the country.
During your time at the DFI, have you seen an increase in the number of female filmmakers?
Yes, I think we have the highest percentage in the world in terms of female filmmakers, around 60%. When you compare it to the Arab region, it's around 28%. When you compare it to the Americas, it's 9% in independent cinema. So it's really, we're very happy with the numbers that we see. It's great because we never put quotas for anything, even in our grants program. We usually have 50-50 spread between female and male. And it's not because we're putting any conditions, it's just because we're authentically choosing the right stories.
So across the industry, there's still some work to be done. What else would you like to see happen to increase representation in the film industry?
I think there's a lot still need to be done. I mean, we did manage to work through a lot of things over the years and try to find solutions and programs that include everybody. But of course, female appreciation in the region is very high, higher than anywhere else in the world. And we really want to see more and more stories. We need people to get out of their comfort a little bit more. And we've seen amazing examples of female filmmakers who are trailblazing and doing this and becoming an example for other female filmmakers. But as always, there are some sensitivities. So as soon as we try to overcome them and share together the collective experience and the collective responsibility, it will become easier and easier in the future.
What do you hope your role as a leader signifies to young women interested in a career in film?
It's not just me, also our chairperson, Sheikha Mayasa, is also a female leader in the arts and culture, Sheikha Moza in education and everything that she does. So it's really fantastic to see role models for girls and women here in Qatar, but not just for Qatar, but everywhere in the region, for girls in the region, to see women are not restricted by their hijab or restricted by their traditional attire. They can do whatever they want, they can be whoever they want, and they can create change, and they can create the waves to make their societies better.
And for you personally, where does your love for film come from?
From childhood, I think, from watching a lot of things, from giving that chance by my parents to travel and see things around the world. It all came from there. And when a film festival happened in Doha, of course, I was one of the first people who joined, and I've been doing it ever since.
And now you're the CEO.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Fatima.
Thank you so much. Thank you. My pleasure.
From filmmaking to another flourishing industry where women are leaving their mark, fashion. Joanna Hughes meets a Qatari designer whose handmade fabrics are as striking as they are sustainable.
Qatari fashion designer Masha Al-Naimi has an unusual motto, dressing healthy. In a world of fast fashion, her eco-friendly brand, Mehefhef, is about style and, of course, sustainability. Designed for the modern woman, but rooted in centuries-old production practices.
Every technique I use for my design was there before the Industrial Revolution. So you can do this whole thing without any electricity, no power, with basic tools like wood, looms, hand-woven. Everything is done by hand. And we use natural dyes from pomegranate, from henna, from a lot of things you have in your kitchen. Saffron, coffee, tea. That's basically what we use. And a few plants.
Mehef means breezy or flowy, and the brand is inspired by the dancing dunes of the desert and the region's heritage and natural beauty. Mashal collaborates with artisans from around the world, and her craftsmanship has become a hallmark of her collections. So much so that Mashal's designs are celebrated not just as pieces of clothing, but pieces of art. One of her creations, a modern interpretation of the traditional bisht, is even on display here at the National Museum of Qatar for its intricate and innovative technique of permanent henna painting. Quite a feat for a designer who only entered the fashion industry 5 years ago.
When I was first approached about having a habaya displayed at the National Museum of Qatar, I was so intimidated. It was such a proud moment. I always remember these things, like, Her Highness Sheikha Musa, Her Excellency Sheikh Al-Mayasa, all the women, all the inspiring women that wore my habayas, and National Museum of Qatar, all these things. I was reminding myself that, you can do more. You've gone this far, you can do more.
Mashal's commitment to sustainability has made her a leading voice in the region, pushing the textile industry to produce clothing that's not just fashionable, but friendly to the planet.
My message to consumers is, please demand more from retailers. Demand information, demand transparency. You need to know how your garments are made, who made them. Because sustainability is not about just, being vegan or being wearing natural clothes. It's also about equity. It's about living in a society, in a world where you care about each other. This is the important thing.
Artistic creativity can be channeled in many forms, including filmmaking, fashion, and design. We hope you enjoyed meeting some incredibly innovative women with us on this episode, but that's all the time we have for now. For more, check out Euronews.com and connect with us through our hashtag. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Qatar 365.